Welcome to the Occupational Safety Leadership Podcast, episode number 207. And in today's episode, we'll talk about interviewing employees after there's been an incident. These can be very emotional times. Um, and like all things, I think we have to take the employee's word for it. So we'll talk about some strategies. Obviously, we don't want to already think we've solved it, and then we're then going to go talk to the employee to confirm that we've solved it. We have to have an open mind, listen to everything, because at this point we're gathering the documentation, the evidence. We haven't even formed a real team to go back and solve it. So it's super important to have a open mind and not just assume it's an open and shut case. I'll hear what the person has to say because I have to, but I already know how to solve it, right? We have to sit down, hear what they have to say, and I think the one thing that we have to understand, let's just go ahead and get started. I'm starting to ramble on at this point then. So let's talk about interviewing the employees. Uh, Always do it in a private setting, nice, quiet place, not loud. You're not having to yell over background noise, other machineries, just things like that that's going on out there. So, nice, quiet setting. The person needs to know that what they say to you, of course, is not going to be heard by others. So it's really super important because I do know there's people out there that don't always feel that they can openly talk to others or even their supervisor at times. Um, these are not very proactive safety places to work, but they are out there. So they need to really have that good feeling of it's a private office, nobody can hear what I'm saying. That really helps them to tell the truth and not to feel as if well, when somebody else overhears this, I could be in big trouble for this. And remind the employee that it's about fact finding and not about finger pointing, placing blame on anybody. We do know that employees are under a lot of different stresses, so at times it's easy for us to say, well, the person should have followed the procedure. They know the training, they know, but we really have to peel back that onion. And we'll talk more about causal factors and root cause and all that in the next couple of episodes. It's really important that they understand it's about fact finding. That's all. Take notes. Ask them if you can record what's going on. And of course, make sure that you understand your company policy, if there's any um, state laws against it and all that kind of stuff then. Um, Next, we want to look at using open-ended questions and ask the employee about the incident. We don't want to use leading statements. We don't want to say things like, so you bypassed the procedure and that's how that you were. We want to just literally use open-ended questions. Let the employee talk. Let them put it back in their own words. Of course, too. Don't try and correct them and say, well, actually, it's we want to talk about meters and not feet. Just let them just talk. And of course, what you're there is to just hear what they have to say. You're writing down, you're taking notes, you're doing all that kind of stuff then. After they've gone through the story, their version, reflect back to the employee what you understood, just so you can really make sure that anything that maybe was fuzzy, some clarifications. Um, I know that we like to think we're properly communicating, but at times we can say something and the other party comes away um, with a saying, a intent, a definition that that's not what our intention was, but they came away with that. So we want to make sure that we really understand exactly what they're saying out there too. And of course, we're doing it from their version, from their point of view. So we want to then ask, what could have been done to prevent the incident out there. It really kind of helps them to kind of reflect back, kind of think about the incident, and then kind of think what what could have been done, what could have been in place, and then the incident would not have happened. At the end, we want to thank the employee for their time, and to let them know that, well, depending upon your company policy, if you have a company policy, you may want to have the employee to be part of the incident investigation, because then you can go right through the incident investigations. I have heard of people who do not have the employee as part of it. So I'm not sure there's a 100% right or wrong way. I know that I have the employee as part of it because I really want to understand exactly what their point of view is, and I also want them to be there and not me somehow saying the employee said it happened like this, and then we kind of go through the scenario with others out there too. Um, so that's it for interviewing employees after the incident. Um, like all things, you want to stay cool, calm, and collected. Sometimes employees are extremely mad and agitated about the incident. Um, at times, of course, they're not really that mad about the incident. They're mad about the follow-on things. Maybe they're being blamed for something. Maybe the locker room talk is he finally got what's coming to him, you know? So sometimes it's not really you, but the person is really angry about this whole thing. So we want to keep a cool, calm head, not add to the anger and frustration also. So I want to thank everybody for joining me today. That episode 207 is complete. We focused on interviewing employees after the incident. My name is Dr. David Ayers. Thank you and have a safe day.